Welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. I've been fighting a horrible sniffy cold. Had the sniffles. What am I laughing for? Anyway, I had the sniffles. But I've been trying to get by, still bringing videos and stuff. In this video, I want to discuss Ethereum, Solana. Which one is better? Which one should you hold? Which one should you have more of? Is one better than the other? I'm going to break this down with you. If it sounds interesting, drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. The reason I'm doing this is because I went and bought myself a nice outfit in Moss Bros, tailor-made, looking kind of nice. And I met this beautiful lady and she was talking to me about crypto and she was asking, what do I think of Solana and ETH? And then it made me think about I should do a video on this, especially with Ethereum's merge. Literally, I mean, at the time of recording this, it's probably happened because, it takes time for me to edit, show patrons and pull it up in here and whatnot. But at the time of recording this, it says 14 hours. So, people will be able to stake their Ethereum because it's going over to proof of stake with the merge, right? But is it better than Solana? Because, as much as Solana's had its hiccups, they're both pretty good blockchains. And you got to remember, before I go any further, drop that like. I think I said it. I need to let you know this is not financial advice. So do your further research before you invest your money. Got to remember, Solana hasn't been out long. Solana's been out, well, technically speaking, let's just have a quick look. How long has it actually been out? Go right back here. According to CoinGecko, April 2020. Oh, it's gone. Here we go. April 2020 was when it was, got seen on CoinGecko. And that's pretty impressive for, because 2021, we're talking 1 year from April 2020 right up to here, April 2021. That's November 2021. So April 2021 is about here. No, what's April 2021? Okay. So about a year and a half, let's just say a year and a half, it's had some insane growth. It went from 76 pence to 192 pounds. Rah! Crazy life-changing money. And I expect that you could probably do that again with Solana. But can you do it more with Ethereum? Because, like I said, now you will be able to stake. What's the staking going to be? Ain't crazy. If you're used to high APY, 4%. Comme si, comme ça. Because it's got the little wave, comme si, put a bit of French there for you. Comme si, comme ça. What am I laughing for? Can't help it. So, people will be able to stake. Now, 4% doesn't sound like a lot. But if you have 32 ETH, which is the norm, I'm just trying to work out what's 32 ETH. How much does that cost right now? 32 grand? Almost, maybe more. 40,000. 32 ETH is about 44,000 pounds. It's a lot of money, and I think that's sort of what you need as a base to be able to stake or delegate. I know 32 ETH is if you want to do your own have your own validator, right? Your own validation in staking. Otherwise, you can just stake whatever tokens you have for 4%. At least that's what I believe. There's 14 million locked up right now, ready to go for staking. And when it comes to comparing these two, you have to think about a lot of things. You have to think about supply, market caps, what kind of profits can you actually make if you was to invest in one or the other, or even both. Scarcity, staking, passive income. You want to talk about how stable is each platform, blockchain, because that's important. Now, as much as Solana's had some crazy growth in the last year, we all know Solana's had some outages. And this is just a fine example. Solana suffers its 5th outage in 2022. That should not be happening on a powerful blockchain. Now, the founder of Solana says, we've got a lot more people using Solana than usual, and the fees are low as well. So people are constantly, hyperactive on it and just going crazy on it, especially with the NFTs and stuff. That's another thing as well. Do they provide good NFTs and stuff? We'll get into that in a second. But this is another thing. You don't want outages or pauses. Blockchains should not be able to be paused. Or outages. I suppose you can if it's overly hyped and being overly used, right? But this isn't always a good sign. But then I thought, has Ethereum had this? I found over here a post in Quora. Is that how you pronounce this, Quora? Anyway, this guy says, and this was posted 20 hours ago. Okay. It said, as far as I can tell, because the question was, has Ethereum ever had any blockchain outage? And this is an important question. He says, as far as I can tell, Ethereum has only ever had one major outage in recent years, occurring in 2020 November. And the outage was related to Infura, which provides much of the infrastructure on the Ethereum blockchain. So Ethereum has had one, whereas Solana's had 5. It says, which is already, yes, it says, in April 22, Infura experienced another outage. So, and there's a little link here, like a little thing. You can Google this yourself and it'll come up in Quora, about Ethereum outages if you want to read more. But it's just, these are the things you've got to think about when you want to invest in projects like this. Solana's supposed to be like the killer to Ethereum. You know, we're better, we're faster, we can do what you do with NFTs and whatnot, so you can build smart projects and stuff. So this is why people are all for this. What kind of gains would you make with both? Because I do think that regardless of the outages, Solana is like any other blockchain, and they can be upgraded, they can be, you know, things can be worked out. Obviously, you can lose faith in a project if you keep getting outages, but ideally, you can upgrade and make things more scalable, and I think that's what it is. It's lack of scalability, meaning that when you have low gas fees, everybody's going to rush to use it. So, you know, it's only normal for things can get clogged up. And I've seen this on Polygon as well. You know that sometimes when you're on like a chain and sometimes you're just slow and it ain't going through and you're constantly trying on your MetaMask and they just don't go through. Yeah, so that can happen. Also, it takes in, I have to take it, get it out. Also, I have to take into consideration the DeFi space, because right now DeFi is quiet, and I believe that DeFi is going to be hyped up in the future. Again, it's going to come back. Right now in total, is this all of DeFi? Right now in total, there's a total of, how do I make it smaller? Here we go. About 50, let me zoom right out. There's about 56 billion in DeFi right now. And who holds the most DeFi? Hold on, just bloody things not move. I want to scroll down. Here we go. So this is this Ethereum? All protocols. Home. I want to click on home because I wanted to see. Okay, this is just showing all the protocols. Let me click on chains. I want to know which chain's holding the most DeFi. What, Ethereum? So you can kind of get a good, and that's understandable because Ethereum's been out longer, right? People have been adapting to Ethereum more over the last few years and whatnot. Tron second. Is Tron? Ooh, so you know, because like when I look at these here, you got Tron. 9% is in Tron. 9.36 is in BSC. Where's Solana? Solana does not have a lot of DeFi, and that for me is important. You know, we had this mad hiccup with borrowing and lending, but I think DeFi is seriously important, because when big institutions and big money comes into play, they're going to want to know what kind of gains they can make in, you know, DeFi, borrowing and lending, staking, all of this stuff. So, you know, Ethereum's holding it down right now, 554 protocols. Solana has 81. But again, that's with time. So as time goes on, it can grow. 1.3 billion total value locked up in Solana is not bad. Not bad at all. 32 billion locked up. And remember, we're dealing with, Ethereum's been out since 2015. So 7 years more ahead of Solana, if you want to put it like that. Outages can be a thing though. Let me just quickly take a look at what else I've got up here, because I had a few other things put up here. So I've got this. So the merge. So it's just for people that are new, you know, trying to think, what's the ETH merge? So they're merging over from proof of work to proof of stake, which will allow them to for people to stake, and apparently it's going to bring down the energy consumption. Look at this, by 99%. I'm going to highlight this because this is so important, because like what Elon Musk, actually I should make it green, you know, energy efficient. Oh, no, let me change it. Elon Musk has always been about energy efficient, and everyone else. You know, you don't want to be paying high bills when you're at home, you know, doing your proof of work on Ethereum. If you've got rigs at home, you know how expensive it can be to get some ETH mining. So staking is going to make it a lot easier. I know people can already stake over on Solana. What is the percentages? I haven't checked. If someone knows, drop the comments down below and let me know. Just have a look down there, see if it shows it right away. But you can also stake over here. You can become a validator. Look at this, look. Just like we can on Ethereum. Let me see if it comes up. Let me just type in Solana stake percent, because I want to see if it's offering a bit more in percentage. Because for me, when I get involved with a product, I want to know, what's this? Oh, that's just like the documentation. I want to know, like, what am I going to get more of? Is this one going to offer me more? Is that one going to offer me more? Stakingrewards.com. They say that you can earn, where's the staking percentage down here? So if you delegate to on Solana, you can earn on an average 9%. 9 to 10%. That's not bad. Oh, hold on. It's saying reward. That's the average fee. The reward is about 5%, so it's not far off from what you could get with Ethereum. 5.4% is a little bit more. The complexity is a bit easy. They're saying it's easy to set up and do. You just pull it to a pool and stake. If you're new to crypto and, you know, want to understand staking, look into it, because it is life-changing. You can make great gains. Now, like I said, when you think of this staking here, it might not seem like a lot compared to like when you're on PancakeSwap or all these other protocols that I show you that you can stake the DeFi stuff, because you get 60%, 800%, 400%, 150%, 20%, 70%, whatever it is. But it is still good money if you're staking a higher bulk. So I see Ethereum as like it's a blue chip stock. This is a thing where you're gonna have big institutions taking big money. They're not dealing with like thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. So when you're making 4% on your millions, that's an insane amount of money to make. And that's how I look at it, which is also the reason why Ethereum is going to be robust and it's going to last long. These protocols aren't just going to die out kind of thing. They're going to be around long term. So that 4%, makes sense. And the only way you can make Ethereum once it's come over is to hold Ethereum. Otherwise, people that have got ETH, you can't get it any other way, apparently. Obviously, you can buy it on the market and stuff, but to create. Because right now, the supply is unlimited. So, and I'm guessing they're going to have a good burning mechanism. I can't remember all the ins and outs of how much they burn and stuff. I don't know if it shows it here. That's something I'm going to have to look more into, but they're saying it's more sustainable and it's going to be better for the ecosystem of Ethereum. Look, here we go. Look, these options usually work through the validator, so you need 32 ETH to become a validator. I've said all this before. I'm just kind of like breezing through it again just to let you understand what's going on. People are hyped for this. I think that they're both good. Take a look over here, because when you look on OpenSea, this is another thing. And remember, Solana hasn't been out long. A year, 2 at the max. Had its crazy rise in 1 year. You've got I've been looking at top collections over the last 30 days, because I think that's how you need to do it. Bored Apes, obviously. In 5th, you've got ABC. Is it Abracadabra? This is the Solana NFT collection, and it's got a lot of money in it. You can see here, 59 is the floor price. So to buy one of these NFTs, what's 50? I don't know it. I'm not trying to hype it or anything. I'm just saying, like, we've got a Solana-based ecosystem NFT collection that is up in the 5th ranking on OpenSea, where people go to buy and sell. And so that's something you need to take into consideration. There's hype and there's demand for Solana blockchain NFTs. 1,700 price just for one, the floor price. So, because you don't see, and I don't know why OpenSea don't do it, but you don't see Binance Smart Chain NFTs on here. And most of the Binance Smart Chain NFTs, I don't know if people just aren't taking them serious or not, but you just don't see them. I mean, you do get great NFTs, like if you're in that play to earn and stuff, fantastic. But I'm on about collections, artwork collections. You get it more on Ethereum. And obviously now Solana's kind of creeping up in the space, because you got over here, look, some more. You got this one here, YOOTs, Mint Tube, Utes, hold on, Utes, Mint Tube, because that's what it looks like when you say it. Utes, Mint Tube. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to click. I'm just saying 135 for the floor. There's big money in Solana NFTs, because the lady, she's telling me about having a snail NFT. I don't know which one it is. Drop the comments down below if you know what it is. A snail NFT that she sold for 4 Solana. Then it went up to 13 and she was upset. This one here, D-Gods, look, doesn't show the floor price. 210,000 Solana being spent over the last 30 days, up 262%. So it's a tough one to decide. If I had to go with any, I probably would have gone for Ethereum. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'll tell you why. I probably would have gone for Solana, because, and they're both great, but I like to look for coins and projects that can give me a good turnover. Now, Ethereum one day may very well go to a 1 trillion market cap, which, according to this moment in time, maybe even higher. Maybe that's quite reserved. I don't know. If Ethereum was to go to 1 trillion from the price it is now, you're looking about a 6 to 7x on your money. That's putting it at a trillion market cap. If Solana was to go to a 1 trillion market cap, you would make a lot more of your money. Maybe having some of each would not be a bad thing to do. Look at this. Look, 1 trillion. I'm just going to grab it up real quick. That's 100 billion. That's a billion. 100 billion, trillion. And I'm going to divide it by Solana's market cap. I think having both could be good, because ETH isn't going anywhere. This is a project that's only going to increase in value and become more popular in time. But Solana equally can be a good investment, and whether you hold it short term, just like get in, a couple of years, bang, 10, 20 times my money, let me sell it now, fine, put it in ETH, cool, whichever one you prefer. I'm just trying to say that at the end of the day, there's money that you can make in both. If this was to go to 1 trillion market cap, you make 97 times your money. Is it possible? Well, it depends. Depends on if it's going to keep having these outages, or if they can fix that and make it more scalable for people to use. What do you think? I'm interested to know what you guys think on Solana and Ethereum. Am I being too reserved? I mean, can Ethereum go to a 2, 3, 5, 10? Because you got to remember, this has got a serious amount of people invested in Ethereum. Maybe saying a trillion's like, maybe 10 trillion. This could I've got to keep it real. Ethereum could go to 10 trillion. People are saying that Ethereum should one day go to £20,000. And if right now, $20,000, which is about, what, 17,000, what is the difference? Let me just quickly grab up the difference in price. Because a $20,000 price for Ethereum is $17,000. Right now we're at 1,379. So what market cap is that? Let me just quickly do it. £17,000 I want to divide it by the price it is now, which is 1,379. Forget I'll put the 87 as well. Just be precise, because people want to be precise. Can't have it. 12 times your money back. So I can now take the market cap and times this by 12. Right? It's going to do a 12x, which means the market cap will do a 12x. What kind of market cap are you dealing with? It's definitely in the trillions. Times this by this, a 2 trillion market cap. So when you see Ethereum at $20,000 or £17,000, which is a $20,000 price, it'd be at 2 trillion market cap, which I'm guessing in dollars is about 2.4, 2.5 trillion. Do you see that happening? I do. Matter of fact, I think this can go to a 10 trillion in time, 5 to 10 years. Hold it 5-10 years. That's what I see there. So if that's the case, you can take 17,000 and times it by 5, because I just did an extra 5x. That's a serious high price for Ethereum. And this is a long hold. This isn't something that's going to happen over, maybe a year or two. And 85,000, that's $100,000 Ethereum. Does it stand out in the realm of possibilities? Because I tell you what, back in the day when people were buying Bitcoin at pennies, and Ethereum a couple of pennies, 30, 20 pence or a quid, they didn't believe that it would go to $1,000. Matter of fact, I remember seeing comments back in the days about Bitcoin going to 200 quid. And people were like, you're chatting rubbish, that's a load of nonsense, that ain't going to happen. I remember seeing comments when Ethereum was £1. People saying it's going to go to $3,000. And people would be like, this guy's full of crap, man, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Not me, I wasn't a YouTuber back then. But I saw the comments. And it's funny to look back at these comments back then, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and see the prices that we've hit now. So don't underestimate the money that can come in. That's all I'm going to say. What do you think? Which one do you prefer? If you liked it, drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Become a patron. I've got 7 tiers. Take your pick. I recommend my exclusive. I think I've done pretty well considering I'm not feeling too good. Exclusive VIP partner tier. This one here unlocks all my posts. You can see when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm staking, the whole shebang. If you want that a little bit more, I've got a CEO tier. Gives you access to my super alerts. I will let you know everything that I'm doing way before I do it in this group. It's my VIP Telegram group. I got big money in this space, meaning high crypto profile users. And trust me, they know how to make money. They're sharing great projects all the time, showing us these gems that can 100x our money. You best believe. If you don't want to miss out, come in this group. Trust me, you won't be upset with that one. You're going to make crazy gains. Thank you for watching. And the link is in my info section. Click on any video, you'll see the Patreon link. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.